Well, today we are talking with Ken Rolla, and we're talking all about the powers of the rest shield. Ken, will you tell us about it?
Sure, yeah. Gosh, I developed the rest shield back in 2010, I believe it was, after developing a little handheld device that was kind of similar. And I had been studying a lot of different people's work, different scientists like Tesla and Russian scientists and all kinds of people, and developed a digital circuit that can create scalar waves. Scalar waves are a form of subtle energy that really is what everything is made of. All matter and energy that we're familiar is really made of scalar energy that slows down and kind of coagulates into the matter and electromagnetic energy that we're familiar with. So you can use that energy to great effect to affect living organisms. And so I wound up developing this device initially for EMF protection, which it does. It will protect against any kind of electromagnetic field pollution, whether it's cell phones, including 5G, cordless phones, Wi-Fi, whatever. It doesn't matter. Electromagnetic radiation is electromagnetic radiation. It's just different frequencies. And so what happens when you have this device on, it puts out a scalar field about 20-foot radius. And when you're inside of that 20-foot radius in that scalar field, it acts like a bubble that protects you from the waves from whatever kind of electromagnetic radiation. It makes the waves become parallel to each other, and that's known as wave coherence, quantum coherence. And when that happens, when the waves are passing through you, they're much quieter and they don't interfere with cellular communication and bodily functions nearly as much. So it radically reduces the effects of EMF in that way. So EMF was one of the primary functions that I developed it for, but then I discovered also after experimentation that we picked the right frequencies and the right materials, and it's really, really good for getting you into deep sleep states at night. It doesn't make you sleepy or groggy or lethargic during the day. It actually relaxes you and de-stresses you when you're awake. And when you go to sleep at night, it doesn't make you fall asleep, but when you do fall asleep, it pulls your brainwave states down into the delta, theta, and gamma brainwave states. So you get into the deepest brainwave states, and therefore you get really good deep sleep, and you can really tell when you do this. And then you're more refreshed and rested during the day, and then so it improves all kinds of stuff. It improves your health because it de-stresses you, all day long. And then and then also people started using it for all kinds of crazy stuff that I never really designed it for, like jet lag. People would tell us that it stops jet lag, and so that's one of the benefits. You come home from a long trip, or I travel with it. Actually, I take it with me, and it'll really help with jet lag. It improves meditation because the scalar waves that it puts out are very similar in some ways to human consciousness itself. Consciousness is a form of scalar energy, and the natural frequencies that it operates at, which are very complex, but they're created in different ways. They're natural frequencies that resonate with brainwave states and brain frequencies. And so your thought forms actually it'll accelerate manifestation of positive thought forms and not negative thought forms, because it doesn't resonate with negative, fearful thoughts. So people have noticed that all kinds of synchronicities increase when they get these devices, and it also improves people's ability to create what they want in their lives if they focus on it. So that's one of the kind of interesting side effects, meditation and any kind of energetic or spiritual practice. It really enhances. It doesn't interfere with other types of therapies. In fact, it enhances other therapies because it de-stresses you and has all these positive benefits. So body workers tell us it improves massage and chiropractic and those kinds of things. We've also had some body workers tells us that it drives away negative entities. I have no verification of that, but it's kind of like what I've been told is like an anti-bug light for entities. They don't like the frequencies, and so they don't stick around. And that does seem to be the case in my own life, I have to say. And because it de-stresses you, it also tends to improve relationships and things like that. Because when you're not stressed and you're not as frustrated or angry, then that tends to improve relationships all the way around. And it'll improve plant growth. We discovered in experiments that plants actually feed off directly off this energy. Normally it's coming from the sun or from the cosmos and from the earth, and they feed off of it directly and convert it to matter. But when they're around a rest shield, that will radically accelerate it. So you get accelerated plant growth and improved plant growth and plant health inside the field of these things. And also the scattered energy that it puts out will homeopathically structure water and improve the homeopathic structure of water, making it more hydrating. It changes the H2O bond angles. It also changes the molecular patterning or structuring of the water molecules. It's what they call water molecule clustering. So it makes that more beneficial as well. So it will trigger healing responses in the body or positive responses in the body as opposed to negative ones with damaged water. So it does a lot of different things, but primarily, we focus on the EMF protection and the sleep. But people are constantly doing all kinds of interesting things with them. Oh, also like beehives. They're not designed for outdoors. We have a device for that, but we have had people that have told us when they're in proximity to their beehives, it improves their bee production.